This is a show for grown-ups.
And they say bad words.
And they say bad words.
Say final warning.
Final warning.
Hello and welcome back to the Pod of Blunders. I'm hoping, there's always a chance. I'm your host, Nate Magnuski, and with me, as always, is Blake Hildebrand, the Flake.
Nate, I know that's what it says in our Zoom meeting, but it's me, Richard.
Oh.
But I'll be playing the part of Blake Hildebrand this evening.
Who else is with us? I'm tired of introducing people.
I'm here, I guess. Who am I? That's Mr. Ray. I am the keeper for $2 Creature Feature, and we're doing a collaboration with Pod of Blunders here, our favorite podcast that is in our own.
Wow, qualified. All right, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm also here. My name's Christopher Mickey. I'm playing Atticus Remington, the professional.
Professional what?
Asshole.
Nate, do you want to tell them who you're playing?
Yeah, I'm Cheryl Gunderson, the mundane.
Okay. And so if you haven't seen in the title line, we are playing Monster of the Week, one of my all-time favorite RPGs to play. If you like Supernatural or X-Files or Fringe, this would be right up your alley. It's everything spooky and kooky. This week we are doing a mystery that I have written up and I am selling on my itch. It is called Night on Cold Mountain. So who wants to go first?
Oh, I'll go first. As I mentioned previously, I'm Cheryl Gunderson. I am like a 58-year-old woman. I'm here on my anniversary with my husband, Bill. I want to go to Aruba, but Bill always gets his way. He gets cranky if he doesn't. And sometimes, I'm a people pleaser, so it's better to just go along to get along. And, I'm from Minnesota. I would rather not go somewhere snowy, but again, Bill has to have his way, and here we are. So I'm trying to make the best out of a rough situation. Don't you know?
I do know. What does Bill do? Just out of curiosity, what do you both do, like outside of vacationing?
He's in the insurance world, so he's a very busy man. And I am a crossing guard for our local elementary school.
Crossing guards are very important. Insurance people, not so much. Kidding. I'm just like left and right taking shots at your audience. I apologize.
Oh, they have it coming. They listen to us.
You're the first ones to step into the lodge that we see. The ski lodge it's got a lot of wood paneling. It's got one big main hall where people congregate. You can see like there's an upstairs portion and there is just a row of rooms like in the back. Whenever you step in, you see a older man. He looks like he's probably in his late 60s. He's got on kind of snow gear like he was just about to head out. Well, hello there. I'm Keith Barlow. How you doing? I'm the owner here with my wife. She's probably the one you spoke with on the phone.
Oh, yeah, that was your wife? Oh, she's such a sweetie.
Yeah, she is. I like her. She keeps me around. She keeps me fed. And he and Bill laugh. I'll let her go ahead and take care of your bags. I got to go. There's a storm blowing in. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh, no, I haven't seen the weather.
I hope you folks are in the mind to stay here for a little while. There's a good chance we're going to get snowed in.
Oh, how exciting.
Exciting for you. It's pretty cold for me. My old bones be screaming.
Well, I have the perfect tea cure for that. You just come up and see me in my room, and I'll help you right out.
Oh, all right. I appreciate that. And he steps out of the way. Where do you all go?
Right to check in. I think we want to talk to his wife and get our stuff settled.
You see Janet sitting there behind a register, and she sees you, and she stands up, and she's like, oh, it's so good to see you. She's got gray hair that's kind of pulled up into like a bun. She's wearing a coat. Even though that there's a good like roaring fire in here, she's still bundled up. Did we speak on the phone?
Oh, yes. And as soon as I go to speak, I think Bill interrupts me and steps forward. And he's like, a lot of people coming in and out. You got insurance, rental insurance, renter's insurance. Maybe if I gave you my card, you could give out to some people here to protect their valuables while they're staying on your property. There's always an opportunity here. Maybe I give you a little kickback. He's kind of fast seller, real like.
Oh, well, yeah, usually I let Keith handle all that, but yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, great. Yeah, good business. And he walks away to talk to somebody else.
Does he do that to everybody?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry,
No,
he's never off duty, he says. An insurance man never rests.
Yeah, well, hopefully y'all can find some rest here.
I'm sure it's a lovely place, dear.
And we got your Groupon code, so everything's fine.
Groupon? He said he paid full price for this. He's got a Groupon to this place?
Yeah, we were running a special. He's really good at navigating Groupons. I was surprised we still had some codes that were active that I wasn't aware of.
Oh, he's always got a nose for the deal, my Billy.
He got your room 60% off. That was really good.
You can see like my face gets a little stiff. My smile is just a little forced because like I thought this was a treat, and he's just going as cheap as he possibly can. I'm like, well, I can't wait to discuss that with him later. Thank you so much, honey.
Oh,
Will you take our bags?
Yeah, I will take care of that. And here's your room key.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to lounge around here, we've got a machine for getting the coffee. All you got to do is just push the button and it'll do it automatically.
Oh, that's neat. And then I wander off.
All right. Yeah, let's hear about Blake.
Blake's taxi drops him off at the front. According to this sheet here, Blake Hildebrand is a man with suspicious eyes and comfortable clothes. I think he's up for the weekend at the ski lodge for a political rally that's in town, but he didn't want to stay in the city because the water there, it's all too chlorinated and fluorinated, so he's come up to the country so he can have pure mountain spring water with no additives and nobody can track him where he is because there's very poor cell reception.
Oh, yeah, I heard that fluoride satellites can trace your fillings off of that.
Exactly. Plus, with all this 4G, 5G I've got in my blood system now, I can't afford to be tracked.
Okay. So yeah, as you're stepping out of the cab, you see Keith Barlow stepping out of the lodge, and he's like all bundled up. You know, he's got his jacket like zipped up, and he's like trying to put on a scarf. And he sees you and he waves. He's like, "Oh, hello there."
What is that, a scarf?
Yeah, yes.
Are you hiding your face?
Well, from the wind, yeah. Old Jack Frost will take your nose.
As long as that's the only reason you're wearing that scarf.
Do you have a problem with scarves, sir?
My face, my choice is all I'm saying.
Okay.
That won't be a problem, will it, Mr. Barlow?
That's not a problem for me at all, sir. What's your name again?
My name's Blake Hildebrand.
Did you call ahead to reserve a room?
Yeah, I might have done.
I was under a fake name.
Oh, that's good.
All right. Yeah, sorry. I'll go back into mute now. Bye.
Yeah, but you won't find it under Hildebrand.
Oh, what will we find it under?
Charles.
Charles
Washington.
Oh, okay. See, we thought we had a celebrity here. The Great Washington family.
I come from a long line of patriots, sir, so it's not too far off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, just go on in, say hey to my wife. She'll get you all checked in.
Well, I'm going to go outside and somebody can take my bags.
Yeah.
No. Nobody better touch my bags. These bags are not to leave my sight. I will take them myself. Yeah.
You have yourself a good time.
Yeah, you take them snow boots and you get out of here, buddy.
I will. Thank you for noticing my snow boots. I'm quite proud of them. And he walks away.
I have to go now. Goodbye.
What a pleasant person.
Eat shit, host I just met. Goodbye.
Atticus, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So Atticus is the professional. He has a strong chiseled jaw. He's about in his mid-30s with a nice crew cut haircut. He steps out of his big van, which has a logo on it, says Slopes for You. And when he steps out, he has a number of utility equipment, including like a mop and a broom, vacuum stuff. He's loading out into through the door. And he's wearing a utility coveralls. He's ready to clean up the place, posing as a janitor. His name tag does, in fact, say Atticus. And he walks up to Keith. Is that the manager who's outside, or?
Yes, that's Keith Barlow.
Hey, so you must be Keith. My name's Atticus, and I'm here to clean up things for the day. I'm sorry I'm a bit late, but I'm here to take care of you over the blizzard that we're going to get.
Do you have spare changes of clothes and whatnot? Because from what I'm hearing, you might be slipping out in.
Yeah, I come prepared. I'm good at my job.
I'm glad you're here. We appreciate having your help.
It's a pleasure to be here, Mr. Keith, sir. my employer did tell me that I would have some lodging here. I could sleep in a utility closet. To be fair, like I could sleep anywhere.
No, we wouldn't see it. You know, worst case scenario, you just bunk up in my room and I'd sleep on the couch. I don't know where my wife would sleep though. Yeah, go ahead and just check in with my wife. She'll get you sorted out.
He starts bringing his equipment inside. Are you Keith's wife?
Yes, I am Janet Barlow. How may I help you?
I'm from Slopes for You. I'm here to take care of the place for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was wondering, where can I put all my stuff? You got any closets here?
We have several closets, and we also have a room. And then she'll hand you a key and be like, this is the room that we saved for you special.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Your room's on the second floor.
What floor was I on? I forgot. Sorry.
You're on the first floor.
Hey, Dunk. Nice.
Yeah.
Can I get a
I'm
room?
old. No, fuck you. You stormed off.
No, I think you were just standing there watching Keith like go about his business.
Nice snow boots. You screamed at him. Shaking your fist. There's chemtrails. No, those are clouds. Stop.
So Blake, what do you want to check in?
First, I need to do a perimeter check.
Okay. Do you want to roll investigate a mystery for me?
I would love to. 2d6.
Plus sharp.
And my sharp is a +2. So I'm going to put this in my modifier here. So a 6.
Starting off strong. Nice job. Mark XP.
Yeah, mark experience because that's a failure. So yeah, you're looking around and you don't really see anything. You don't notice anything. But as you're doing this perimeter look around, I see you just kind of keeping a keen eye, and then you turn around and there is just a very large 6'7" guy is standing right behind you. He's got a very nice square jaw, flat top haircut, and he's looking down at you. My name is Ivan.
Oh my god, I'm in the wilderness and I found Bigfoot.
Do you need help with your bags?
No one's touching my bags but me. Now, is there a rear entrance to this place?
Yes.
Good, I want to know where all my exits and entrances are.
If you just follow the end of the building and then take a right, and then take another right, you're at the door. And that's the back way in.
Alright, I've investigated, I found Ivan. Now, let me go to my room. Where is it?
Checked in yet?
You have to check in.
Fine. Play your little game, Mr. Ray.
Yeah, so we're all here, man.
That yielded nothing. Yeah, all right, then I'll just check in with your wife. Hello,
Yeah.
lady.
Hi. Hi. My name's Janet. How can I help you?
Hi, Janet. Mr. Washington to check in?
Oh, yeah. Presidential suite. Up the stairs, and then to the end of the hallway, and then up the next flight of stairs. And you're at the very top.
Excellent. I will now leave you to go to my room.
Are there 3 levels to the lodge?
Yes. Yeah, there are 3 levels to the lodge.
Richard, have you ever spoken to a human being before? Ever?
I'm trying to get inside this Blake person, and I don't know.
Blake believes in nonsense. That's what he believes. He never leaves his room, probably. He probably doesn't even talk to people. Who knows?
I like that we haven't even gotten into the mystery yet, and the most suspicious person is one of the players. I love it.
I will go to my room now. Bye, friendly stranger. Beep bop boop beep boop. Like the fuck. Anyway.
I just want to get away from everybody's asking me pleasantries, questions. I have no time for this.
Cheryl, let's go to you. What are the Gundersons up to?
I am giving Bill a ration of shit for going cheap on our 30th wedding anniversary. You know, we only get one of these, and he had to go here. He insisted on it, and now I know it's not because he wanted to go here, but because it was the cheapest option. You're always looking for the deals. You know, I know that's how your business is, but this isn't business. It's supposed to be pleasure. And now that part of the equation is out. Out, and I slammed the door.
That's fine. I'm just gonna check out the main area then. There, dear.
And I open the door back up and I say, I was gonna go get ice, but I'm already giving you enough cold shoulder. Slam again, and I storm off. In my hot pink tracksuit. Just want to paint the whole picture.
I love it. Love it.
And as you walk away, it just goes whip, whip, whip.
Yeah. I was very angrily, sa, 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 sa.
I think everybody, like, unless you want to do anything between now and then, we start kind of getting settled in.
Actually,
Yeah.
I would like to do something.
All right,
So-
what do you want to do?
As I'm carrying all my equipment in, so I'm part of an organization and I got to choose 2 benefits, one of which was good intel. So I was wondering, as Atticus goes to his room, he opens up a suitcase essentially, and there's probably documents in there. What do you think I could glean about this place, either about maybe the blizzard or like anything that I might know ahead of time?
Why don't you go ahead and roll Deal with the Agency, which is one of your special moves.
Okay. 2d6. So that is awful. That's a 4, and then -1 because I'm not very sharp. So that's a 3.
All right, go ahead and mark experience.
Hooray!
So you were supposed to have like well documented like explanation about like why you're supposed to be here. All you know is that last year around this time, all of the guests at this ski lodge disappeared, and that's it. That's all you know. Yeah, it seems that whoever gives out the information at your organization is a little upset at you. Yeah. So for right now, you're in the doghouse, and until you do something to make amends with this person, you don't have any information.
Awesome.
Or you want to like hunt around, investigate anything, or?
I think what Atticus will do is he will start to actually start cleaning things, and he's going to keep an eye out for people as he's mopping the floors, cleaning off seats and tables or whatever, and just make sure that his peepers are always open.
Okay. Blake, what
Yeah.
are you doing?
I think I'm calling down to the main lobby to complain that all they have is MSNBC and CNN on the TV. There's no OAN. There's no Newsmax. There's Fox News, but I gave up on them a year ago. Can't we do something better with this TV?
I'm honestly surprised you're getting MSNBC. We don't usually get that channel.
That's strange.
What? That's me. I fixed the cable for you. I noticed that a cord was unplugged.
Well, can you plug in a cord that will get me to the truth? To get me to OAN?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't solve every problem.
Well, see what you can do. I can't listen to this neo-commie bullshit.
All right, I'll see what I can do. And he starts like adjusting rabbit wires and whatever. I'm just working on a TV now.
Yeah, rabbit wires. You've seen enough TV.
This is cable, right?
All the rabbit wires.
Do you want to give me a sharp roll just to see how well you do with this?
Sure. I got a 5.
What the fuck, dude?
I'm not very sharp.
Mark another experience.
It's 3 fails in a row.
Leveling up.
Wait, something
I was gonna say,
bad happens if he fails? Like, does he get like shocked by the rabbit ears?
Could I make a proposition?
I
Actually,
love
no,
being
never
propositioned.
mind.
All right.
This isn't
All right.
under pressure.
No, I think you like mess around with them, and you're like 90% sure you got it. And Blake's TV just displays static.
How's that look?
I thought I could see Tucker for a second, but now he's gone.
Oh, damn. I might have broken a wire, I think. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
Richard, can you go ahead and give me a sharp roll?
Yeah, that's what, 2d6?
Yeah,
And my
2d6.
sharp is looking like a +2. So 7.
7.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
No
So-
experience for me.
Yeah, so like once he leaves, like I'm sure like you get up to like see which way he's going. Now I'm going to give you a choice. Either you can see this thing but only in glimpses, or you just don't see it and you get experience.
Well, I want to see it in glimpses, I imagine.
Okay. Yeah, you see him walk out and you notice that his shadow stays there for a minute. It can tell you're seeing it, and it like steps into the shadows and disappears.
Like a Dracula shadow.
Yes. I was thinking pissed off Peter Pan, but yeah, this works.
I imagine that Blake has heard a lot about cryptids. Would you say that's fair?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So is this like one of those like one of the shadow people with the hats and the capes?
I didn't see beady little red eyes, but I'm going to investigate further. So if
All
I
right,
want
yeah.
to investigate...
You roll plus sharp.
Got a 14 this time.
Awesome. That's great. So on a 10 plus, you hold 2. You can ask what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, and what is being concealed here.
Well, what kind of creature is it, and where did it go?
You're pretty sure this is one of them shadow people. And then your other question is, where did it go? Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It went into somebody's room. Like it kind of just ran towards the door, and then it seemed like it slipped under the crack.
I want to try to get into that room.
Go ahead and act under pressure for me.
Roll plus my cool is -1. 1 so 6, so 5.
So you start like going up to this door like you're trying to get in, and you notice it's locked. You hear somebody behind you go,
Well, I turn around. Who is it?
It's a shorter man. He's probably shorter than you. He's probably about 5 foot tall, and he's got a wicked comb over and a big curly mustache. Excuse me, sir. What is it you think you're doing?
Hey, mustache, is this your room?
Yeah.
Open it up now. There's a shadow person in there, and I need to find this thing. Come on.
A shadow thing?
A shadow person. Now give me a key. Let's open it up. 2 of us can work together. I'll grab him. You throw a bunch of talcum powder on him, and we'll be able to catch him.
Roll manipulate someone, which is plus charm.
Oh yeah, Mr. Charm is his strong suit.
It really is. -1 for charm.
Oh, just like real life.
A 7.
A 7. On a 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you mean it. If they ask too much, they will tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it.
Do I have to show them that I'm serious?
Yeah, you gotta show them that you're serious.
Then I'm going to flash my .38 revolver and say, listen,
Oh, goodness me!
either this can go in the shadow person or it can go in you. Now let's open this up.
Oh, yeah. And, he pulls out his key and opens up the door.
Is there a shadow person inside?
Roll, read a bad situation.
+2, that's my best feature. 13.
You can hold 3 questions, and acting on any of these gives you a +1. So you can ask, what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's the most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
Is there any dangers I've overlooked?
Yeah, I think once you come in, you see the shadow like just run across the wall, but you do see it.
Does the other fella see it?
It doesn't appear he does.
And what is my most vulnerable thing?
Yeah, it's probably this creature if you know how to harm it. Otherwise, it's the guy you manipulated to get you in here.
I think I'm going to have to try to shoot it.
All right. If you want to shoot it, you kick some ass.
Okay, let's kick some ass. Now,
That's plus tough.
All right, wow. I'm a 0 tough. 10.
Awesome. On a 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage where you take one forward or give one forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force them where you want them.
Force who, the monster?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. Where do you want to force the monster to? Like, what does this look like?
Can I force him into my zip ties that are in my back pocket?
I mean, if you want to try like shooting him and then restraining him, I think that would be covered with this.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Yeah. How much harm does your gun do?
2 harm.
Yeah. So you level your gun and you take aim on this and you fire, and the lens flare like brightens up your room, and the creature takes the shot and seems to stumble and fall on the ground. And right away you go and you feel, for some odd reason, it's solid in your hands, even though it seems 2-dimensional. And you get your zip ties around these. And this creature is laying there, and it rolls on its quote unquote back It seems to almost look up at you. It's hard to explain how you understand it, but a side profile of this creature, you can see its mouth open, and from its mouth burst this icky blackness that shrouds the room, and you take 3 harm as you're coughing, and you took a direct whiff of this. Do you have any armor?
That would be under gear, right?
Yeah.
So no armor.
And we're going to go downstairs to see what Cheryl Gunderson is doing.
So if I just heard a gunshot.
Yes, you heard a gunshot. I think everybody heard the gunshot.
So I have a move called What Could Go Wrong, and it's whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, I get to hold 2. So
yes,
I'm running up the stairs. I'm like, what was that? And just booking it.
Yeah, you can see there's an open door, and the man that's bald with the big mustache is running out going, he's crazy! And he just books it out, like just right past you.
So I just run past him. I don't care about him. I want to see what's happening. And I look in the room and I see just him like tackling a shadow.
Yeah, you see him like have a shadow that's restrained on the ground, and almost like pollution levels of like black cloudiness.
And that's when I pull out my revolver.
I love America.
Shoot it!
Well,
shoot it!
Bill's gone so much from the house on his insurance calls and stuff, so I have to protect myself. So I got a handgun. He
Yeah,
insists.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I shoot at whoever.
Aim it toward the shadow, would you please?
Hey, I'll do what the dice do, man. Ooh, that's a 12.
All right, 10 plus. Take 1.
I'm going to inflict terrible harm, and let's see. I'm going to do that twice because I'm using my What Could Go Wrong move. So I'm inflicting 2 harm, so 4 harm in total.
Okay.
Fuck
You
this
do
shadow.
it. Yeah, right at this creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're a far enough distance away. Like, it's not going to be able to attack back at you. Its cough thing seems to be pretty close range. So yeah, you fire off a shot, and all logic and sense would be make you think that it goes through the shadow, but you hit it dead on, and there's just this black, icky blood that just leaks out of it, and the shadow stops moving, then it just dissipates, and the zip ties are just laying on the floor.
So I put my gun away. I rush over to Blake. I'm like, oh, are you okay? Oh, I saw, but it breathed on you. All that black stuff.
It breathed on me, but I had it. You get involved and the thing just disappears?
Yeah, I killed it. You're welcome.
Killed it? I never wanted to kill the damn thing. If I had caught it, this would have been my ticket to fame. I would have caught an elusive shadow monster.
It'd have been a ticket to your early grave, and it's well-deserved, young man. Now, is this your room?
No, it's that fat mustache man.
Well, you've made a mess of his floor, so let's get the janitor in here to help clean.
Fine, but I want samples of all this black goo.
Uh-huh, that sounds nice. And I walk away. I just wave behind me like dismissing you entirely. And I'm looking for the man I saw earlier with the cleaning supplies.
Yeah, Atticus.
Yeah.
You've now heard 2 gunshots. And
I imagine that Atticus was running down as soon as he heard the first one.
okay.
So he'd
Mop in
probably
hand.
already be at the door.
Oh, great
Okay.
timing.
That's fair. What the hell went on here?
Listen, there was a shadow thing. I've killed it. Now we need to clean up the blood or something. Come on.
Atticus looks around. I imagine there's probably like a bunch of people around, like gathering around us, right? Or is it just us 3?
Yeah, no, there are people starting to come up the stairs and like wanting to see. Wiley, who's the guy with the big mustache, kind of made a big commotion about it. There's a madman with a gun. Help, he's shooting something in my room. Janet pushes through the crowd. She's like, what is the meaning of this?
I look at Blake and I say, do you want to explain it?
Ma'am, are you aware that you have shadow people or shadow persons?
Shadow people? That's
Shadow people.
I'm going to need to take your gun.
You can take my gun from my cold, dead hands. I have the right to bear arms like my forefathers before me. You will do no such thing.
I also have the right to kick you out of my lodge because I don't want somebody running around with firearms, especially if they're seeing shadow people. It's just too much of a liability.
You saw it. Explain all the blood.
So I step forward and I very calmly, I know it sounds crazy, but when I came around the corner, I saw this man tackling, look a shadow on the ground, and he had its hands tied in zip ties, and it was breathing smoke at him. Now, I know what you're thinking. I would think the same thing. But look at the floor. There's some of its blood where I shot it, too.
Roll manipulate someone.
I have a +2 to this because I'm charming as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ooh, I needed that +2. I have an 8.
Also, Richard, what moves does Blake have?
Suspicious mind, contrary, and net friends.
What is suspicious mind?
If someone lies to you, you know it.
Okay. A shadow person. I've never heard of such a crazy thing.
You're lying to me, and I know it.
I was going to say, you could tell she's lying to you. Look, I don't want you running around with a gun. It's not good for business. It's not good for us, the lodge.
I think it's better than having shadow people run around.
Thank you, Cheryl.
You're welcome, sir. I don't know your name. I'm sorry, honey.
I was going to ask Cheryl, what did you get on your manipulate roll?
I got an 8. So I want to like take her by the hand and like lead her over to the blood and be like, "Look, I want you to see it. I'm not making this up."
Okay, I believe you, I guess, but I don't want you running around with guns. I just have a personal issue with them.
Because you're soft.
If you give me the guns, I won't tell my husband about this.
I'll do you a favor on this one because I understand how you feel, honey. You got a business to run. I'll give you my gun and my bullets, and you let Blake keep his weapon. I think that's a compromise we can all deal with.
I would rather have you have a gun than him have a gun.
I understand. I just don't think that's going to happen. He seems very serious about this whole gun thing.
I think you should go. And she says that to Blake. I really think you should go.
Oh, let's talk it over with. Let me and my new friend here talk it over for a second, if you don't mind, sweetheart. Okay? I'll tell you what. You give her your gun. I'll give you my gun. After she leaves, so you'll be armed, and we know the truth. You and me. We're in this together now, bud.
Hey, what do you think my best course of action is here, bud? I want your honest advice.
I think you should not listen to me. Go your own way on things.
Yeah. This is a paradox. Like robots thinking about love. No one's taking my guns. I'm sorry. I'm going to cock back my hammer and say I have now taken martial law. This is what happens when you try to take a patriot's weapon. I will keep us safe from shadow people, and I'm enacting my Second Amendment right, and we will together kill these shadow people.
Could Atticus step into the room with like his hands up and attempt to do something like act under pressure, since this seems to be like a very tension-filled moment, just to have everyone calm down and get their bearings?
For that, like, you would have to do like a manipulate someone. But like, if you were gonna try to take Blake's gun, you would roll act under pressure.
Could I try to take sense? Blake's gun?
Yeah, you can try to take it.
Out of his cold dead hands.
Okay. That is a 10 plus 3 is a 13.
Oh, you take that gun.
Yeah.
His gun.
I'm cool as a cucumber. I think Atticus just dives towards it. Can't see it, but
yeah, hand motions. Hand motions.
We could hear that,
Hand
though.
motions.
Your sound effects were good.
Yeah,
awesome.
they're great.
hey, why don't we just calm down here, okay? All right, feller? Just calm down. Everything will be just fine.
I want to garrote him or hit him with my flashlight, but I'm going to calm down.
There's time.
There's time to garrote him.
We're all safe here, okay? Whatever beast you saw in here, it's not here anymore, okay? We can just calm down. Just breathe in, breathe out, feller, okay? I think Atticus will very subtly as he can, whisper to Blake, meet me in my room after this. We gotta talk.
Sexy.
It's about this time Keith steps in and he's kind of covered in snow. And he pulls down his scarf and he's like, besides, we can't kick him out anyway. The storm's come and nobody's getting out tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then title card.
Monday.
Yeah, I think after this very tense display, the kitchen is open for, the nightly meal. I think it's a corn soup of some sort.
Nice.
But I don't know. It's something I make. I use like a can of corn and like cream and mushroom and a little bit of milk, and I just mix it up. It's good.
Corn
Okay.
chowder, yeah.
Yeah. If we want to do the Atticus and Blake scene, yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Well, as Atticus is walking out of the room, he turns around and gives Cheryl like an eye.
I am married, young man.
He's like, no, not like that.
And why not?
Because he's asked me to his room,
I didn't mean it like that either. I mean, you seem like a lovely woman.
I'm married. Let's go, Blake.
I'm gonna look over at the manager too and be like, I'll get this right cleaned up by the morning, okay?
Mr. Wiley, we'll find you a different room for tonight.
And I lead them up to my room.
Yeah, which I think your room is on this floor anyway, so.
Please, come in. I'd like to talk to you about something. If that's okay.
If it's about Jesus, I already found him, sir.
Not about Jesus. It's about something much more sinister.
More
It's a
sinister.
weird way to put it, but all right.
I'm here for it.
That's a bad way to put it. Hold on. It's
No, it's way worse than Jesus.
No. It came out wrong.
I know what you're thinking.
And you're right.
It's not about Jesus. It's about the opposite of Jesus. Okay? Come in here with me.
This guy sinks in water. He fucks up wine.
To be fair, Atticus is not a very charming person. It's not very charming or bright. But so he steps into the room, and I assume you follow. What did you see in there?
Like I told you before, I saw a shadow person go under Mr. Wiley's door. We busted it down, and I started blasting.
And what did you see? Is it Cheryl, did you say? I'm Atticus, by the way. I don't know if I've officially introduced myself.
Yes, hi. And I give you that weird, like, front-facing lip handshake thing, like
Yeah.
old ladies do.
He takes it as gingerly as he can.
You can call me Miss Gunderson or Cheryl or Cher if we're friendly. I saw the thing when I came around the corner, and I shot it to death with extreme prejudice.
Well, that's a spirit that we're going to have to carry on through the night because there's something bad going on around here. I'm not actually a janitor. Please don't tell other people this, but I work for a special organization, okay? And we hunt monsters. I received some intel over here about an incident that happened at this very lodge about a year ago. And he picks out the paper and it just says, 1 year ago, everyone at this dairy lodge disappeared mysteriously. And I kid you not, there's something bad going around here. I recognize your gumption. You guys leapt into battle. You fired your guns. I respect that. But I fear that this isn't over. These monsters, they don't just simply disappear from a gun wound. There's something more to this. I'm going to need your help.
So I'm thinking that I might be stuck with two crazy people here, but I did see a shadow man that I shot to death, so I can't be too judgy, I guess, huh?
We've all got a little crazy in us.
So everyone disappeared. Does that include the proprietors of this place?
See, that's the thing. I don't know. We got to figure that out tonight.
Well, you hand me my gun, and I'm with you, pal.
Atticus hands his gun back. You got to promise me.
I know what you're thinking, and I'm not going to shoot you.
I hope that went unsaid. I wasn't thinking that.
No, I just don't want you to think that I would shoot you, because I won't.
I thought you were going to ask if he was part of the government, if he was a government organization that hunted monsters.
He's a G-man.
I do have to tell my husband this, I think. I think this is pretty important.
Do you trust him?
I mean, yeah, yeah. He's not a perfect man, but who is? Well, there's one person. Do you have a minute to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Nah, this is far more sinister.
This is way worse than that guy.
Oh my god. I always say such horrible things.
I want that on a t-shirt. Just
This is way worse than
Like, I
Jesus.
didn't mean that at all.
Well, you know the Beatles said they were bigger than Jesus. Pot of Blunder's way worse than Jesus.
No.
That's our shirt. And it'll be Jesus giving the thumbs down.
I was like just disappointed, like,
Oh no, that's way worse.
right? Worse than
I'm not
Jesus.
mad. I'm just
We
disappointed.
did.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
That's our first shirt.
Can I read a bad situation? I want to know if any of my training would help me know if people are in immediate danger right now.
First off, I wouldn't classify my marriage as a bad situation. We've all got our troubles, but for 30 odd years, we made it through. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Essentially, I want to assess, like, we just killed a shadow monster, a shadow person.
We?
Do they usually come together with, like, are there multiple ones, or I don't know, like, because I might want to, like, gather everyone to the main room and be like, okay, we all have to stay together. You know, like, I don't know how much danger we're in right now.
Well, I wouldn't do that
Okay.
because I can't be trusted for the proprietors.
Yeah, right. Go ahead and roll investigate a mystery, and we'll
Okay.
see what you know.
That's a big old 3. Dumb as a doorknob. Maybe Atticus is panicking. Oh, God. I just don't know what to do. To be honest, I don't know what to do, guys. Do you have any ideas, Cheryl?
I have a move called Oops. And if I want to stumble across something important, I tell the keeper. And I'll find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to my immediate problem. Would that be useful in this situation, or no?
Yeah. Oops it's one of the best moves in this game. You don't have to roll anything for that, do you?
This is like the
Okay.
GM's little pet, right? Like this is like lets me ask you to tell us what we need to do.
Yeah. I'll say in every room there's like a fireplace. I think you kind of like lean against it, and it's like a false section that you lean on, and it turns into the wall, and then whenever you let go of it, it releases, and it opens up like this hidden compartment, and in it you see a book.
Jinkies!
If you look inside, the first thing you notice is the book really smells. It's got kind of leathery pages. It's got black ink on them.
Oof, duh, this is a stinky one. And I toss it to Atticus.
Atticus catches it, and he opens it. Is it like symbols? Does it say any words on it?
Yeah, it's
If I
written
open
in
it.
a script that you don't recognize.
You know what? I don't recognize this either.
Yeah.
I bet you if I take a picture and I put it up on my parlor page, somebody will recognize this. We'll get some answers. So I will, with your mystery roll plus charm. Oh, -1 for charm. That's no good. 7. So on a 7 to 9, they're prepared to help, but it's either going to take some time or you're going to have to do part of it yourself.
Yeah. So which do you want? Do you want it to take time, or do you want to do part of it yourself?
I don't know if there's anything I could do myself if I don't understand all this hieroglyphic language here. So
I
yeah,
mean-
it's just going to have to take some time. We got slow internet here.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. You get like a response almost immediately. Oh, what's the screen name of this person who's contacting you?
What about House of Pain? But it's like spelled like Thomas Paine's last name.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
You're welcome. You can keep that one.
Sure. What he said.
So yeah, you get almost an immediate response from House of Pain, 42. He's
45.
like 45.
45.
Got your message. Decrypting now.
Excellent.
Then you get like ... This might take a while. You should do other stuff and get something to eat, hang out, sleep. I'll have it to you by morning maybe.
What time is it, by the way? Like, in the day?
It's like after like late evening now. It's like pitch black outside because the sun goes down pretty early, I imagine. You can hear like from the outside the winds of the blizzard blowing.
Oh, CJ, how's that sound? Just
Wow.
great. It's
It's
like
like
we're
a
there.
bear.
We should start an ASMR channel.
Oh, like Michael Winslow, but way worse.
Yeah. Pot of blunders. CJ Mickey, worse than Michael Winslow.
Well, if now's like about dinner time, I'm sure that's where a bunch of people are going to be. So that's
Right.
probably a great place for us to go, just to watch everyone. Maybe we can see any suspicious activity.
We've
And-
already had our corn soup. I don't know.
Wait, did we? Oh, did we eat the corn soup?
That's up to you.
I don't think we did. I think we went straight to my room.
All right, then.
Okay, yeah.
We better go get the corn soup.
Yeah, so I think we're going to walk over to the cafeteria or the mess hall or whatever.
It's downstairs. Whenever you walked into the lodge, all the rooms and stuff were to the left. This part's probably off to the right. It's kind of just a long hallway with a big fireplace in it. There's so many fireplaces in this place.
Suspicious.
It's got just long tables that are set up for serving like en masse.
Are there a bunch of people here?
Yeah, I'd say you could guess that everybody who's here is here. So there may be 20, 25 people, including yourselves.
Is Bill here?
Yeah, Bill's here. Oh, he's talking with another guy about insurance, you're presuming.
I'm trying to get his attention, so he looks at me so I can ignore him and he knows it. Like I'm like clearing my throat a lot and like banging like dishes together and like and like whenever he looks, I'm like hanging on Blake and Atticus's arms and laughing too loud.
He sees you like doing that and he just kind of shakes his head and like goes back to his conversation.
That makes me so fucking pissed off.
You guys have done this dance a long time.
Dad, I feel like you're working through some shit tonight.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's move on. Give me the goddamn corn soup and shut the fuck up.
I think Atticus is going to get in line for the corn soup. And do I see any of like the staff members that we met earlier? I'm sure that like Keith, Janet, Ivan.
Yeah, Janet and Ivan are the ones who are like really like manning the cafeteria. But yeah, you don't see Keith right now.
Then Atticus takes his bowl of corn soup and sits down. He doesn't eat it though. He's going to wait and watch what other people are doing, just on the lookout for anything.
I gotta go find Keith.
Yeah, I think right now you could slip out with no problem and like nobody would say anything.
Yeah, I'm splitting the party, guys.
I'm eating my goddamn soup. I'm hungry. I'm mad. I want my soup.
Blake, where are you going to look?
Cheryl accidentally, you hit a brick in the fireplace to make it spin around?
Yeah. It like opened up a secret compartment.
You said that this hotel is filled with fireplaces?
Yeah, it's like every room has one.
So I'm just going to go up to random fireplaces and start hitting bricks.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just roll investigate a mystery.
6.
Mark experience. You also, I haven't said it yet, but you also have luck that you can use. For this, we'll have 2 luck just because it's a one shot, but that can turn a failure into a 12.
So I should probably do that then, huh?
That's up to you.
I'm using that.
Alrighty.
So no experience for me.
Yeah, so you hold 2. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what's being concealed here?
Well, I want to know what's being concealed here.
I think just from your poking and prodding in the main hall, because the main hall has just a big fireplace with a lot of like chairs around it, poking and prodding, and you find just the right combination that it shifts and then the bricks kind of open up and the fireplace itself like is in its own self-contained unit, and it just moves off to the side and reveals a stairway going down.
Well, then I'm going to take out my watchman's flashlight and follow the path.
You head down and you find kind of stone ruins. They seem to have been like sealed, and you see markings and etchings on the wall that resemble the book that you guys found. Down this long hallway, you hear chanting.
I think I should go back and find Cheryl and Atticus
Okay.
and tell them what I saw.
You also have another question if you want to ask, or you can hold it for later.
I'll hold it for later.
Okay.
I imagine like Blake nonchalantly sits down and tells us what he saw. And Atticus is just like, "What? You saw you chanting? That's we gotta look at that immediately." And Atticus kind of stands up and he's like, "Well, wow, that corn soup was delicious, and I think I'm gonna go clean up a little bit." And he tries to exit the cafeteria.
And non-suspiciously whistling the whole time.
Well, I also found something very special, guys. The bottom of the soup bowl twice. It's delicious.
Real funny, Cheryl. Ha ha ha.
We'll have the laughs in post. It's fine.
Yeah.
And Atticus is just like, let's go.
Yeah. Did you close up the stairwell whenever you left, Blake?
I think in my excitement, I probably forgot.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, so yeah, you get there and it's still open.
See, I told you.
Cheryl, are you with us?
No, yeah,
It's a
I'm definitely going with you
Cheryl,
guys.
you're either with us or you're against us.
I'm going with you, but like I'm trying to like hurry up and hastily pour the ladle of soup into like it's a go cup. You know, like the soup is just so good.
So
we're joking,
Atticus,
but I'm probably gonna make this one if we get off the phone.
Send some over, would you? I'm gonna try this corn soup.
Yeah.
Cheryl's a fan.
Oh, I can't get enough.
Atticus is gonna pull out an Uzi submachine gun, which is crazy, right?
No.
Where were you
he's-
hiding this?
He wears baggy coveralls, if that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. There's no restrictions written in game that says like you can't carry around a big sniper rifle with you. I just always love asking, how did you hide this?
I think he unzips his coveralls, and underneath it's kind of like Neo going through the check during the Matrix, where he like opens up his coat and there's like all these guns, but it's not as cool, even though he is pretty cool. But there's just like a submachine gun in there and a big knife as well. And he takes out his Uzi. He's like, all right, this might be get a little hairy, guys. And he heads down.
So, what's the order you guys are going down in?
I think the man with the Uzi goes first.
I'm going second. I guarantee it. I have to do it.
Why?
I don't like waiting behind people.
The guy with the flashlight is going last then? I
I
love
figured I'd
it.
go in the middle and you'd go last because you were so concerned about your soup.
No, that's where you get taken away. I'm not doing that. I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not getting got like that, fool.
Yeah, so you follow this down into this tunnel and you walk into this room. This chamber is large and circular. You're kind of impressed that it is this size. Best estimates is that it's built into the mountain. And in the center of it, you see Keith in robes, and he is chanting. He's standing over a book much like the one you found. Are you guys being stealthful about this, or are you just walking in?
I imagine that we try to be stealthful because I want to see what are they doing. All right, and is it just Keith or is it other
It's
people
just
as
Keith.
well? It's just Keith. Okay.
We're going to be
Yeah,
stealthy. It's a good thing he's got his Uzi.
right.
I see them getting ready to be stealthy, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna go talk to him.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Don't.
so-
He's one of them Hollywood liberal elites.
I think
And now
Atticus.
he's worshiping. He's drinking children's blood down there. What are you doing?
We're all just people. We need to talk to each other. Break down the barriers. Shut up.
I think Atticus, just saying that it's Keith, he's going to sprint at him as fast as possible and try and tackle him to the ground.
All right. Roll act under pressure.
Act under pressure. That is a 7 plus 3 is a 10.
You tackled Keith to the ground and knock him out, and he's like, no, the opening must happen.
Keith, this is wrong what you're doing. Stop it.
You don't even know what I'm doing.
I don't even have to know. I know it's wrong.
Oh, yeah? What am I doing then? Why is it wrong?
So,
You're trying to make everyone get eaten by shadow people or something. Why don't you tell me? What are you doing, Keith?
I'm trying to sacrifice everybody to the shadow people to open up the portal to the other dimension so they can go away for another year.
That's insane.
yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because they told me to.
Who told you to?
And he points. And if you look where he points, give me a roll. Roll plus sharp.
Okay.
Oh, a 9 for old Cheryl.
I got 7 minus 1 is a 6. Hooray! Does anyone want to help out?
No, eat shit.
And I got a 13.
Atticus peers into the eldritch horror and goes insane.
On the 10 plus, you see a large shadow creature that's filling up a large portion of the room. It stands on 2 legs, but it's bent over and it's got a girthy body, but you can't make out much more detail than that. Cheryl, I'm going to give you the option. You can either catch glimpses of this creature, but have a struggle to make it out, or you just don't see it and you can mark experience.
I'm seeing it. I want to see this thing.
Okay, so yeah, you can barely sort of see it. So any attacks you make on it make it have a -1.
Okay.
Atticus, you don't see it. You just see darkness.
What are you pointing at? What's going on?
You don't need to see to aim with an Uzi. Just start blasting, Atticus.
I don't think Atticus is going to take that advice. Who does see it? Is it Cheryl and Blake, or is it just Cheryl?
Blake definitely sees it. Cheryl sort of sees it.
Okay. And Blake tells me to shoot at it. I think with just that information, I think he realizes that he can't see it for some reason, and he's going to try to grab Keith and pull him out of there, because he knows that these monsters are very dangerous, and he still doesn't know what this thing even is. We got to get out of here. You're coming with me, Keith. And I try to drag him away.
Roll act under pressure.
11.
How do you carry him out? Like, are you dragging him? Or are you throwing him over your shoulder, fireman style?
Atticus is a pretty tough guy. You know, where he's not very strong in mind, he's pretty strong in body. So he's going to pick Keith up and throw him over his shoulder and try and get out of there. I think he's using both of his hands to hold him, but he's still kind of gripping his Uzi. Like, I don't want to drop it, but I don't think he'd be able to use an Uzi like this.
Well, no, don't Uzis have, like, the shoulder strap?
Yeah, if Dietar would still be anything they do.
Yeah.
I forgot my shoulder strap.
Beans. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, so you start making the way out, but as you're moving, and this is the hard move you get for failing to see the creature, you're running, and suddenly everything around you goes pitch black. Blake, you see Atticus run right into this creature's mouth.
I start screaming, Atticus, no!
Where am I? What's going on?
Child, you in danger.
Yeah.
Do I still feel the weight of Keith's body?
Yes,
And
you can feel.
Do I hear anything when I scream out?
It feels very muted, and you hear the sound of it coming back at you. Like everything's just closing in around you. And something sharp stabs you in the shoulder, and you take 3 harm.
Well, it hits my body armor, so I only take 2 harm.
Awesome. Yeah. You take 2 harm.
That's not good.
So, Blake, what are you going to do?
I'm going to rescue my friend. I'm going to start shooting at the shadow monster.
Okay. I've rolled to kick some ass.
All right. Kick some ass is tough, and I am 0 tough. 12, though.
Hey,
12. Oh, hey, way to go.
Boxcars.
On a 10 plus, you choose 1 extra effect. You can give +1 forward or give it to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, you suffer less harm, or you force it where you want it.
Like, can I force it to open its mouth?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I'm going to, like, shoot his
Uvula.
I mean,
that
you
dangly
shoot
thing
it
in the back of my throat.
Shoot it in the dick.
You'd shoot it in the toe, because I was going to say shoot it in the toe, because, you know, if you stub your toe, you're going to scream out, so...
Yeah.
You're saying that if you got shot in the dick, you wouldn't scream out. That's what you're telling me right now.
I wouldn't.
I had one thought before that thought, okay?
Yeah, I'm shooting it right in the monster dick. And his mouth's going to fly open.
Yeah. Yes,
you shoot it in the monster dick. Words I thought I didn't think
like
I would
the
say.
Dick of a monster, not a monstrous dick.
I mean, it can be both things.
It's shadow, so I don't know.
I mean, there's a bad dragon out there that resembles it 100%.
Yeah, so you shoot this thing in the monster dick, and it like roars out like loud enough that this room shakes. But its mouth is open now, and these tendrils spill out, and one of them whaps you for 2 harm.
Can Atticus see the way out now that the mouth is open?
Yeah, because I think Blake still has his flashlight with him. So yeah, you could definitely see that.
Follow the light, child.
Okay, Atticus is gonna make a break for the light in the staircase with Keith on his shoulder, if that's reasonable.
Fuck Keith, you leave him in that monster mouth.
You have to. So in order to do this, you'd have to like get out of the creature's mouth and then get around the creature.
Okay.
But yeah, I think you could easily like get out of the creature's mouth, but to get around it, you'd have to roll act under pressure.
Okay. Atticus is okay on under pressure usually, and that is a 5 + 4 + 3 is a 12.
You're adding up 3 numbers, and I'm just not processing it.
12.
Yeah, 12.
It's 13, isn't it? 5 + 4 is 9 + No, I thought you said 4 twice. Never mind. Bye.
But 3 + 4 + 5. No.
But 4 + 4 + 5. I was spot fucking on.
Yeah.
It's a 10 plus. You do what you set out to do. So yeah, you run around this creature. Cheryl, are you going to do anything?
Let's see. I got soup in one hand and my gun in the other. The smart part of me is just like I run away. But where's the book that Keith had?
It is laying on the floor because whenever Atticus tackled him, he left it there.
I'm gonna run over there and start tearing pages out of it.
Oh wow, okay.
Because she's seen horror movies, she knows.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw it in fire and get lit on fire.
Well, there isn't any fire in here. Like,
I know.
I was gonna say that's one thing you notice is there is no fire, no source of light in here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're starting to tear out papers. Don't you have a move as the mundane for this?
I have oops. I have what could go wrong if I charge into immediate danger.
I would say you're definitely charging into immediate danger.
But I'm beating feet. I'm going to start tearing shit out of here. I can inflict 1 harm. I can reduce someone's harm suffered by 1. And I could do that for Atticus, but fuck Atticus. And I can take +2 forward on acting under pressure, which is what I'll probably end up doing.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to make you roll act under pressure just to make sure that you don't get attacked by the creature in the meantime.
Okay. That's cool. Oh. That's 2 + 0 + 2.
See, I like that math. I can do that math.
Sorry.
So, remember me!
So, Cheryl, you're running and you feel something slide around your ankle and just yoink. This is a no harm rule. So in Monster of the Week, 0 harm moves don't do any damage, but they put you in predicaments, throw you in danger. And in this case, the creature has an ability to use its tendrils to pull you into its mouth. So you are currently restrained.
I've seen hentai. You don't have to go further.
I thought about that. Like as soon as I said that, I was like, oh, I hope nobody takes that. Oh.
Well, I can't let Cheryl be dragged into the mouth. I go to reload my gun, but all the bullets fall out. So, oh shit, I'm like stumbling around on the ground to find my bullets. And that's when I pull out my flashlight. And then I notice the monster recoil in horror.
Yeah.
If that's what happens. We don't even know.
I'm assuming.
Oh,
I just don't want to be the big dick that's like, oh, I figured out the mystery of the flashlight.
Do you want to like do a roll to figure that out? We can. And just play it off like that's what happened. Yeah, you could investigate a mystery.
So with my sharpness, I will investigate to get a 5.
Use the luck point.
Oh, with my luck, though.
You have 1 more luck.
Yeah, and I'm using it because I knew that all along. I was just messing with you. It was a test, and you passed.
All right, so you hold 2. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What can hurt it? By looking around, you can definitely pick up there are no light sources in here. As you're reloading, as you said, you pull out your flashlight, and it visibly recoils back from your beam of light.
Eat flashlight, swine! And I'm going to shine it right in his eyes.
Are you intending to hurt it, or are you trying to, like, keep it at bay?
I want to hurt it, because I want him to drop my friend Cheryl.
So, roll kick some ass.
Kick some ass. Which is tough. And I am not tough at all.
A 10. Wow, hey, that's good. You on a 10 plus, you choose an extra effect. You can take +1 forward or give it to another hunter. You can inflict terrible harm. You suffer less harm, or you force it where you want it.
I will inflict terrible harm.
Yeah, since we don't really have a mechanic for a flashlight, or does your flashlight do harm?
No, my flashlight does 1 harm.
Okay. So monsters have weaknesses in this game. Typically the way that works is it either like wears down their armor or it does double damage. And in this case, you're going to do double damage with the flashlight. So you do 2 harm with this, and this creature cries out and it drops Cheryl, and you see it shifts like it goes on the wall, and then it starts going down the hallway towards Atticus.
Okay.
So nothing to worry about then.
Ah!
Work here is done, boys.
If he shines a flashlight on it, does that reveal it to Atticus?
Yeah, I would say like he shines this flashlight, since like the door to the hallway was between Blake and the creature, so the creature's shadow, the shadow of the shadow, is like big on the wall, and you can just see like what he's been struggling with and what ate you.
Okay. And I also see Cheryl seems to be not getting dragged away anymore, right? She
Right,
might be
yeah.
on the ground or something. At this point, I think Atticus realizes that it's weak to light, and he is going to drop Keith and pull out his Uzi and just unleash on this monster.
Roll kick some ass.
That is a 13.
All right.
Nice, nice.
You have 10 plus.
I will suffer 1 less harm
Okay.
if it attacks me back.
It's charging towards you, and it's going to try to swat you out of the way. But you unleash this flurry of Uzi fire. How much damage does that do?
3 harm.
Okay. Yeah, you hear it like roar and grumble. It still like whips you, but it only does 1 harm.
Okay.
It stumbles back.
Awesome.
So it's like it's just like caught between both you and Blake. Cheryl,
Excellent.
what are you going to do?
I noticed that it's hurt by light. I want to scramble back over to the book pages. Besides my handgun, I have a multi-tool. What are the odds I have like one of those little fire-starting flints on there and I can set this book on fire?
I'll give it to you. There are 2 kinds of people who would have that. The teenage boys who are knife guys, you know the ones I'm talking about.
Of course.
And and then, you know, there are the older crowd, the scoutmasters and who not. So yeah, I would say you have the fire starter with you.
See, I figured
All
she'd
right,
have
I'm
like a little compact in her purse that she could like reflect the little light and make like a...
The flashlight off somehow, make a fucking death ray. No, I'm just going to use the thing that Mr. Ray said. Yeah, I'm just going to try to like desperately start a spark to light these pages on fire that I've been tearing up.
Roll me act under pressure.
Oof. Now I get my +2 on this because I get to hold 2 for my last move.
Yes. And you haven't used your other one.
That's right, I haven't. 6 + 2 + 2 is 10.
Hey. Yeah, that's right.
Checks out.
Let me just get my abacus and...
And yeah, you do what you set out to do. You catch fire to these pages, and the first thing you immediately notice is how bad they smell. I don't know if you've ever like burnt hair or anything like that. There's a very unique scent, and you hear this creature screech and wail in pain. But then it starts to light up. Its figure and body does, revealing a large, girthy, 2-legged beast that has tendrils coming out of its mouth, but no eyes. It lights up brighter and brighter until it becomes its very own source of light, and all you can see is the light. And then, poof, it's gone.
Whoa.
And the book that you were burning is gone. And Keith is on the ground sobbing.
So I sit back, and with a shaky hand, I take a sip of my soup.
Charles, come here to kick ass and eat corn soup.
And thank Jesus that I still have some corn soup.
Ah, Jesus, this is way worse.
That's way worse.
So what do you all want to do now?
I want to shoot Keith.
Fair. That makes sense, yeah. Wait, where's the other book we have? There was 2 books, right? There's one to be translated, and then this book.
Yeah, the other one's up in Atticus's room.
We got to find out from Keith if there's any more books.
Keith, you got some explaining to do. You're going to come with me.
Blake, did you want to roll kick some ass?
To shoot him?
I mean, you said you wanted to shoot him.
No. Don't shoot him. He's got to give us some answers.
You're right. You know what? That was well received, honest advice you just gave me. Mm-hmm. And now I must use my contrary.
Roll kick smash.
But if I do contrary, I also get a +1. 11.
What extra effect do you want to do?
I don't think I want to shoot him in the head or nothing. Maybe just like in the gut. Well, that way it's slow and it's painful, but he can still walk.
Yeah, how much harm does that do?
It's a 2-hum.
I'll tell you what you want to know. Jeez, you didn't have to shoot me.
Yeah, but it felt good. Now, where are the other books?
There's only 2.
2 total or 2 plus this one?
2 total. There's this one, and then there's the other one that is somewhere.
What was that monster that was back there? Is it gone?
It's gone. You can't feel it?
I mean, yeah, a little.
We gotta go. We gotta go get that other book. Throw it in the fire.
No,
otherwise, I'm worried that thing will come back.
It's by only Link.
Right, which is why we need to destroy it.
No, that's last year they took my son. They took him to that shadow realm, and they came back this year, and they said they needed more people, and that's why we did that sale on the Groupon. We wanted to bring in as many people as we could. If they came in, I figure they'd bring my son back.
Why was this here in the first place last year? Did you summon this? Who brought this demon here?
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay. That is an 8 minus 1. I'm going to use a luck.
Okay.
I got 2 of them, and I want to know this.
It was Ivan. Ivan found a book, and he started reading, and these creatures came out of a portal that opened up down here. They killed everybody who was here except for me and Janet and Ivan, and they took my son. Then the portal closed. I'd been studying those books. I figured if they came out, I could make a deal, and that's what I was doing. I went to the university. I found a professor who could translate it. Just wanted my son back.
You want to see your son again?
Yeah.
Don't shoot him.
Come on.
Okay.
Right. I should not shoot him.
Oh no!
Such honest advice. I'm not even going to make you roll for it.
I shoot him in the head. He's told us everything there is to know. He doesn't deserve to live.
Yeah, splatter shot across the camera.
I wanted to know if the fucking professor made a copy of this book.
Oh, well, maybe I'll use my reverse bullets, Nate. It's too late now. You can still ask the wife or the Ivan we still got to kill.
Well, hold on. Let's go check on your friend. Maybe he's got any additional information, but I think if we just burn this book, I don't think it's going to come back. I think that's the weakness.
So first step is Atticus's room. And telling your fucking friend on your message board to delete the pictures of the book.
About that time, you get a text message from House of Pain 45. Hey, just got done translating that thing you posted. Seems like it's a pretty standard thing. Something about shadow monsters from the other side. All you got to do is just burn this book and that book to close a portal. Or, you can recite this certain cantation to bring them about.
Let's just go burn the book. Let's just end this.
Wouldn't your
And
government
Atticus stops
agency
up.
want to, keep it, though?
Now, boys.
I didn't say I was a government agency.
Boys, let's not be too hasty on this. I'm just saying that maybe we can stand to profit from our discovery.
Maybe in the back of the book, there's a really cool recipe for corn soup. Listen, if there's one thing I'm for, it's banning and or burning books. Let's do it.
Atticus goes up and starts marching towards this room where the book was left.
You walk in, and you see Ivan is standing there looking over the book. You just had to go down there, didn't you?
I pull my gun on Ivan.
Ivan pulls the gun on you.
He can't. His hands
can
are
I
full
pull-
of book.
Can I pull my gun? We can do like a Mexican standoff?
You can hold a book and a gun.
No. Sorry. I checked the rules in the back of the book. It doesn't say you can.
What if it's like a Tom Savini in From Dusk Till Dawn dick gun?
Oh, yeah. What is it with you and dicks? Stop.
Sorry, I write what I know.
Don't make any hasty mistakes, okay? Don't do something that you're gonna regret. The jig is up. it's all done, okay? We're going to take the book, we're going to burn it, and then, we're just going to move on.
No, we are going to open the portal and lure in the House of Eternal Night, and the world shall move to an eternal darkness.
So wait, he's got... Cheryl and him have got guns pointed on each other.
Yes.
But me and Atticus have guns pointed on him.
Yes.
So the worst thing that'll happen is Cheryl gets shot.
Yes.
I think Atticus is going to try and shoot the book out of his hand.
Okay, that's an act under pressure roll.
Why?
That is a 7, so I'm going to use my second luck point.
Yeah, you shoot this book right out of his hand, and he is glaring at you, and he's going to shoot you. You're going to take 2 harm from his gun.
Ow!
I would like to do what could go wrong and jump in front of the bullet.
That's a protect
Atticus,
someone.
get down! Oh, I had to move from the mundane thing. Whenever I charge into immediate danger, I don't know if that would count.
Yeah, so you definitely hold 2. If you're going to keep him from getting harmed, you have to roll protect someone.
Okay. Roll tough.
Yeah, if I get hit, that would put me into unstable condition, I think.
I'm going to use my luck. One of my 2 lucks, because I rolled a 7.
Okay. On a 10 plus, you choose an extra effect. You suffered little harm. All impending danger is now focused on you. You inflict harm on the enemy, or you hold the enemy back.
I hold the enemy back. I'll take the harm.
How are you holding the enemy back?
So I think I jumped toward the gun. Instead of jumping in front of Atticus, I just jumped at him ah!
Yeah. So you jump and he shoots you, but the 2 of you are kind of entangled in a fight. He's got a bit of size on you, so he can probably maneuver it away from you easily enough after the next person acts. You also have your 2 hold.
Well, I took a lot of those self-defense classes at the Y. So I'm pretty tough myself. I don't want to brag, but he's going to have a time of it taken away from old Cheryl.
And she doesn't drop her soup the whole time.
I was in there. Fanny pack full of soup.
He's just confused that it's such of a struggle. What is going on?
Yeah, Ivan's big, right?
Yeah,
Like a big dude.
I can see you've never tangled with a Midwestern man.
Blake, what are you going to do?
Well, he's distracted, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I'm going to sneak up behind him and garrote him, inflicting 3 harm.
Okay, I think you could probably take a experience from this because Atticus just told you to get the book and you're...
I'm going against his wishes.
All right, yeah, roll kick some ass.
12.
Y'all are fucking this up. Yeah. On a 10 plus, you choose an extra effect.
Then I will just inflict terrible harm, so +1, so it'll be 4 harm to Ivan.
4 harm. Wow. You come up behind him and you've got this garrote going on, and he instantly drops his gun and he's now struggling with you to get the garrote off of his neck. And I think he's going to try to elbow you in the abs, but you're going to take 1 harm just because that's what basic attacks do.
Well, that puts me in a predicament because I'm now unstable.
Unstable is if you're bleeding out or something like that, you're fine. But if you don't get medical attention, you're going to take more harm over time.
Can I get the gun off the ground?
Yeah.
I pick it up and I say, it's just been revoked.
Yeah, roll kick some ass.
Don't hit me though. I'm behind.
That's your fucking problem. You should have thought of that before you get elbowed to the gut.
Saving your fucking life.
4 + 2 + 1. But I have my luck, and that's what I'm going to use here. My final luck.
Do you want to use your holds on this too?
Yeah, let's fuck this guy up.
Blake's got Ivan held up by a garrote, and Cheryl, you just grab his gun and say your awesome line and pull the trigger and splatter his brains across the room and across Blake.
And then I start screaming endlessly because it wasn't as nice as I thought. I ended this whole man. It's over for this guy.
Jesus Christ! And
No, this is way worse.
Atticus is going to walk over to the book and be like, these things, they just cause more problems than they solve.
Magical books?
Yeah, magical books. I just don't like books in general.
Fuck a library. It's Atticus' stance.
And he throws the book into the fire.
I'm not going to make you roll for it, but the screaming does attract the attention of the patrons downstairs, along with the gunshots.
Yeah, I can
And
see that.
people are running up, and Janet sees you all. Her eyes are wide, and she yells, "What did you do?" And we pan out over the ski lodge as the winds are blowing, as we then fade to black.
Yeah! Nice,
Hey.
nice job.
We don't get to kill
Thanks.
Janet?
No. Oh my
Part
god.
2. That's when
Hey.
you and Atticus gonna bust me out of the jail that I'm in now because they shot a guy to death.
Both of you are going to jail. I'm going to go to jail, but then my organization is going to get me out of jail.
And they're going to help out old Blake, right?
You got your own name, huh? Nice.
Like he just likes kill people. I don't know. He probably belongs in there.
Like the
I have
flake.
jail insurance, so I'm pretty much fine.
Jail.
I really appreciate you all having me on. I love running Monster of the Week, and I've wanted to play this with you all for some time now. So thank you so much.
Oh, that was a ton of fun. Mr. Ray, thank you so much. I got to ask, though, where is this game available?
I'm releasing several bundles, and this is one of them. You can find all of my Monster of the Week bundles on my itch page, mrray.itch.io. I'm sure we'll have it in the show notes.
Absolutely.
You can find me on Twitter at Mr_Ray_RPG.
Well, again, man, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And that was a blast. I love this game.
Thanks again to Mr. Ray for coming on the show and running us through Monster of the Week. If you want a copy of this adventure that he wrote, it should be available on his itch.io page shortly after this episode comes out. I'll make sure to update the links in the show notes as soon as it's available. With that said, Mr. Ray does have several other Monster of the Week adventures published right now on his itch.io page, so go check those out. They're a lot of fun. You can also hear more of Mr. Ray's Monster of the Week adventures right on his own podcast, $2 Creature Feature. It's a lot of fun. I'm a patron of his because they are just awesome. It's a great cast, great stories, and Season 2 just started, so now is really the perfect time to jump on board. Mr. Ray's kind of a feature on this podcast at this point. We've interviewed him for his indie games. We've had him on an episode of Jumping in the Street Sharks. And we played 3 Baddies and a Baby on an earlier episode too, which is one of his games. So, in case you couldn't tell, we're big fans of Mr. Ray. As always, we'd love to hear from you, so if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, email us at potofblunders@gmail.com or reach out to us on Twitter at potofblunders. If you want to support the show, consider becoming a patron. $1, $5, or $10 a month gets you a whole bunch of stuff. Cool podcasts, games I make, like instant consideration for best friend status, all that kind of good stuff. And if you can, please review us on the podcatcher of your choice. Tell a friend, tell an enemy. I'm not picky. Whoever you want to tell who could listen to us, I would love to have them. But thank you for listening. And as always, I've been Nate Magnuski, and may all your Ds be 12s.
Thank you.